Hi. Oh yeah, still running it. I want to beat my personal best. Actually got it down to about a 110 now. But this game's supposed to be able. I'm supposed to be able to run this game at 105. In actual fact, I think it was last night or the day before, I set a new game. 2 minutes, 2 hours 4 minutes. Um, but I've never been able to beat the guys' one way. I mean, I can do it proper. I can have a good time going both ways with the strategy I'm using, but I've never been able to set a record the one way one. So that's what I'm actually aiming for. It's just to get there as fast as quick and see if I can get it. I actually was very well on pace on the run I just did, and then for some reason the game thought I actually flipped the car and crashed it into the border post. So the car was actually standing upside down. I had to reset it, and then yeah, lost about 2 minutes there. That would have actually been the run, but no, it's not giving me a run as good as possible. But yeah, I've just never had very good luck where I get proper mountains or things, or when I've got a good run, I usually somehow mess it up by either crashing the car or hitting a post or something. Or forgetting my wallet, like I almost did just now. But yeah, like I actually enjoy the game. I'm not just speedrunning it to speedrunning it to give it on. I actually enjoy playing the game, which is sounds silly to a lot of my friends as well, as they're like, but why do you play this one? Or I've got so many others, but I actually enjoy playing this game because it's simple. Um, I'd rather have a playable game like Jalopy with all his taking into account all his bugs and all those kind of things than play a high graphic AAA title, and I don't really enjoy it that much. I've got Cyberpunk as well. I played it a bit with all the hype around it. It's a fine game most likely, but it didn't grab me like even Jalopy did. So exactly. And I mean, this game is actually not even finished. Um, Another one, for instance, but this is very controversial. Um, I'd rather play Fallout New Vegas than Fallout 4. Or even though I've finished Fallout 4, played quite a few playthroughs on it, um, I'd New Vegas is a better game for me. So I'd rather go and replay that. Uh, and it's got comparatively worse graphics. As like you said, game's not just about the eye candy. Agreed. And a lot of a while back, actually, well, not a while, but yeah, it was last year around Christmas. What I did was I took out an old SNES controller with the old Mario Double Dragons, those old SNES games, and hooked it up for some of the smaller kids around 7 to 9 years old, and like play this. This is the game we had. We didn't have PlayStation. Okay, we've got PlayStation now, but that was not the point of it. And the comment they had was, but the games are so hard. and games were harder back then. Yeah, actually, a lot of the Steam reviews about Jalopy, they actually say, yeah, but the graphic looks so old and looks like the 90s or whatever. I don't think those people actually played the game properly. They just made it and went out. Yeah, but like I said, but I'm talking about the older SNES, the original, the one that were basically the same ones that the arcade games. We had like the first Street Fighters and the first. I mean, even something like what was his name with the little spaceship that shot up with the thing like with the worm that came down. Um, we played those games for hours. Was it Pikmin? I think ours was called Space Invaders. I think that the name got different names by region. I don't want to go on my wallet. It's actually a very fast time so far. Well, as you can probably see, I am a bit older. So I mean, those were the games I grew up with. I mean, my first PC was a IBM x86. Um, so the first games I had there was, I think it was Legend of Zelda or something, where you would type. It would tell you a question and you would type, and you would say, walk, type, walk left, walk right. It was completely text based. Um, was it? Like I said, it was quite a long time ago, but it was some. Yeah, it could have been Zork as well. And another game we played for hours was the Commander Keen series. I mean, that's when we got color, like 16. 16 colors, and we had Commander Keen and those kind of things. So, like I said, it's yeah. The only problem with those old consoles is they don't play nice with the newer newer LCD panels, as they actually because of the way they actually look pretty bad, while they look good on normal TV because of the way it scans across and actually writes the picture on the CRT. On so that some of the newer TVs don't actually know how to properly interpret that. Otherwise, I would have actually. I'm actually thinking maybe I should connect up the old SNES and stream it. No. It's because of the TV. I mean, I think the actual TV resolution is 406p or something. But also 406 progressive. Yeah, well, like I said, there is ways around it. Apparently, there are some guys are working on something that's basically like a Raspberry Pi that can interpret those scan signals and then convert it to a proper output that they can understand properly. But it does give us some input lag, and I'm still looking for a way to run it without input lag. Well, why do you have the normal old AV inputs then if it's not going to work? It's actually, yeah, you probably saw that I missed a bit of, I flipped through the book a bit, couldn't get a good run, so now I'm taking a bumpy one. I'm just hoping it's not gonna, yeah, mess me up in the long run with the tires, because I actually need the tires to last until I get back to the mountain. Yeah, it's like a converter thing. I think it's they use a Raspberry Pi or something, and then you get some connectors. So you actually put that, you get like a converter that you actually put the old, I don't know if you remember the old coaxial input into, or the older input into that, and then it would then output it HDMI. Well, that yellow ones, that red, white, yellow, the AV connectors, I think it's because they can't really carry that high definition signal, and everyone expects about a 720p these days as a minimum. And also things like DVD players are really being phased out as a lot of people are moving to streaming, and almost all of the Android streaming boxes and stuff that you get these days have HDMI outputs. So it just moved to a new standard. Also, normal aerial terrestrial TV is also being phased out almost everywhere these days. If we could get a good mountain here, then we're beating that one-way world record. I mean, this is a very good time up to now. So if we can get to well, that's why some people are working on converters and things. I actually have a old, it's about I think it's a 19-inch. Yeah, it's about a 19-inch Flatron TV that I bought. Where my plan was to build like a home arcade box with the SNES inside. Yeah, that's also a different project. But yeah, some people are working on making the old things work, because there is retro gaming is still a big thing, and a bigger than a lot of people don't realize. I mean, if you look at the Nintendo thing when they took some games out of the Switch store, people were mad about it. Well, if this is how it starts out, this is not going to be the run. I think it was a Sega Mega Drive. A friend of mine had one, and that thing was amazing because you actually had 4 remotes on it, and not just 2 like the SNESes that we had. So I think we kind of saved that one bit. I actually hoped to be in Bulgaria by if we can get there at about 23 minutes, 23:20 max. Then we're very good. But yeah, with that one that we already had there, it doesn't look like it. This is a fast section. Cool. Thanks for joining. Eén ding, het lyk goed. Ek sê dit lyk goed. Die rekord tot daar is 30 minute 30 of 30:32. Tot daar. Ek mag hom dalk nou net op het inkom. As ek nou 'n fout maak, ja. Yo, backlight. Just running it, and in actual fact, the record today is, if I'm the new one that still needs to be verified, I think is 30:30, and we're well on our way to actually beat the one-way record, the one going there, which will then set me up to actually beat it going back as well. If I don't mess up this last little bit here. Because I opened the door here already. Key. That's definitely a new record, one-way record. So if I can get a 210 back and a good mountain, then there's definitely a record. But yeah, that's definitely a one-way record. Two ten. It's the only thing I want to see is 210. Oh, 280. Okay, we'll make it work.